We begin by taking a moment to acknowledge the tremendous loss of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was with us last September on Capitol Hill at this very event to receive our 2019 Special Recognition Award. Justice Ginsburg's 20-year battle with cancer inspired us all. She faced each cancer diagnosis with strength and determination. In accepting the award, she said, "There is nothing like an encounter with cancer to make one relish the joys of being alive. It is as though a special zestful spice seasons my work and days. Whatever I do comes with heightened appreciation that I am able to do it." Let us honor Justice Ginsburg by appreciating the zestful spice seasoning our days and work toward fulfilling our dream of a world without cancer.
Lean back. Good. Yep, and pull yourself up. Exactly. Good. Trying to bring your chest down to the ball. One. Good.
They're real push-ups, right? They're not girl push-ups.
No, they are very real, yes.
I've heard that she does 20 push-ups 3 times a week or something. I mean, we can't even get off the floor. We can't even get down to the floor.
That's true. I always feel better, no matter how tired I am. At the end of that hour, I'm ready to go again.
Hello, everyone. I want you to take a minute with me to stop and imagine you are in one of the most beautiful rooms on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. The room is filled with ornate moldings and a sense of history that has brought people from across our country and across the political spectrum together for hundreds of years, working to make lives better for the American people. Now, imagine this room is filled with people just as committed as you are to stopping cancer. Members of the United States House and Senate, congressional spouses, leaders in the cancer community, researchers, industry partners, and patient advocates. This is the room we all hope to be in today, bringing people together for the 28th year to further our vision to stop cancer across all populations. But for the first time ever, we can't meet in person. Still, we come together today to renew our commitment to prevent cancer and detect it early when outcomes are most promising. And the good news is that this year, our room size is unlimited. Our walls have expanded to reach from coast to coast across America and beyond. So thank you for joining us today to imagine a world without cancer and celebrate some outstanding people for their contributions to this vision. Welcome to the 2020 Action for Cancer Awareness Awards, hosted by the Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program of the Prevent Cancer Foundation. I'm Lisa McGovern, and I have had the pleasure of serving as Executive Director of the Congressional Families Program for 17 years. My husband Jim is a member of Congress from Massachusetts, and this position has allowed me to meet, work, and build meaningful relationships with congressional spouses from all over the country. Regardless of what our elected spouses' political views are, we have found common ground and common purpose in our shared work to raise awareness about cancer prevention and early detection. And we have done so for nearly 30 years. This unique program, there is no other like it, was started in 1991 when then congressional spouse, now Congresswoman Doris Matsui of California, combined forces with Carolyn Bowe Aldersgey of the Prevent Cancer Foundation, who you'll meet in just a few minutes. These two powerhouses and other dynamic congressional spouses created the bipartisan, bicameral program to carry the prevention message to every state through monthly op-eds, educational seminars, media, district events, and so much more. And today, we have expanded our reach significantly thanks to social media. We are led by a dynamic executive council of House and Senate spouses, and we are joined by an advisory committee of nearly 200 congressional spouses, representing districts and states throughout America. And we could not do this work without the support of our committed sponsors: Bristol Myers Squibb, Grail, Guardant, Hologic, and the National Association of Broadcasters. We are so grateful to have corporate partners who share our vision for a world without cancer. And we could not do this work without the support of the Prevent Cancer Foundation's board, leadership, and talented staff, especially Congressional Families Senior Program Manager, Cassie Smith, who expertly organized today's event and produces all of our events year-round. Thank you. For nearly 30 years, congressional spouses have done this work together, and each fall we host an awards lunch to recognize outstanding contributions in 3 categories: congressional leadership, excellence in cancer awareness, and distinguished service in journalism. To kick off today's program, I have a few very special people here to welcome you.
Hello. It is an honor to send my warmest greetings to all the leaders and advocates at the 2020 Action for Cancer Awareness Awards event. Thank you, Bo Aldeje, for your decades of work in the fight against cancer with the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Thank you also, Lisa McGovern, for your 17 years of powerful leadership of the Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program. Together with your husband, Chairman Jim McGovern, you have been a critical force in our Congressional Families' commitment to the health and well-being of the American people. For nearly 30 years, the Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program has served as a vital initiative, embodying the best of our bipartisan promise to fight cancer and build a brighter future for all. Cancer is a thief that knows no race, gender, age, or socioeconomic condition. As a congressional family, we know we must act with unity and fearless resolve to end this scourge once and for all. This year's awardees are a testament to this crucial work, helping advance progress and secure resources necessary to promote innovative prevention, treatment, and research strategies that bring hope and healing to millions. We are particularly proud of Terry Loebsack for receiving this year's Congressional Families Leadership Award. Congratulations, Terry, as well as fellow honorees Craig Melvin, Ken Jeong, and Games Done Quick on your well-deserved recognitions. On behalf of the United States Congress, thank you, Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program, and all the honorees for your years of leadership and advocacy in this truly vital mission.
Hi, I'm Congressman Kevin McCarthy. I'm glad to be back with the Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program. I wish we could all be together in person. I'm here today in memory of my father, Owen McCarthy, who lost his life to a very rare form of cancer when he was only 58. It was a tough fight, but my dad was a tough person. Nothing, not even cancer, could take away his unwavering spirit and his sense of humor. He inspired me to take up this important cause, and I'm not alone. For too many Americans, the battle against cancer is personal. That's why your organization and your mission to stop cancer before it starts are so crucial. For nearly 30 years, you've provided the education, encouragement, and early detection to families in the cancer community. And as technology advances, you are on the cutting edge of raising awareness. And that's where it all starts, with education and awareness, which is your specialty. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything you do. Keep up the great work, and let's keep saving lives together. God bless.
We are so grateful for this support of our bipartisan work. And now, let's hear about how it all began from the founder and CEO of the Prevent Cancer Foundation, Bo Alderjay.
The thing that happened to me that compelled me to create the foundation was losing my father to a preventable cancer. In 1984, he died on my mother's 65th birthday, and he was 66. He and I were very close. So his death had a profound impact on me, and seeing him lose his life to cancer 1 inch at a time was the most painful thing I've ever been through. And it didn't have to be that way. But my father was born in 1918. He flew in the first squadron across the channel on D-Day. He was an Army Air Corps pilot. And he did that, he survived that. But he had started smoking when he was 13 years old. So he smoked all his life, and he died of a tobacco-induced cancer. And I kept thinking, this was preventable. This didn't have to happen. And my husband said, stop being angry and do something about this. He said, you can do it. Your father thought you could do anything, so do this for him. So I got started. And I realized that not one organization in the whole cancer field, and there was many at the time, even though this was just 1985, not one was focusing entirely on cancer prevention and early detection. Everybody was focused on the cure. The first thing that makes us different is our niche. It's our cancer prevention and early detection focus, because we're the only one there. But many people have said over the years, we punch above our weight because we give seed grants that then have a multiplier effect. Seed grants get leveraged into much larger grants. We invest in the careers of young scientists who go on to be renowned in their fields. Our 4 pillars that we say are what our programs rest on are research, education, community outreach, and advocacy. And our mission, I think it's really important to say at the outset, it is saving lives through cancer prevention and early detection across all populations. What we know right now could reduce the incidence of cancer by half right now. And it could also cut the mortality rate in half. That is the value of cancer prevention and early detection, but we have to keep investing in innovative technology to help us detect it even earlier and expand the access to this technology to everyone.
Now it is my great pleasure to turn the program over to my dear friend, the incomparable Paula Zahn, who has served as our Master of Ceremonies for nearly all of our 28 years. I am obsessed with her show, On the Case with Paula Zahn, on the Discovery Channel. We are so blessed that year after year she lends us her talents and passion for a cause that is close to her heart and has so deeply impacted her family. Welcome, Paula.
Hi, everyone. I am so happy to be back as the host of the Congressional Families Awards. I wish we could all be together to celebrate in person, but we know that this is what is best under the current circumstances. And while all of us are taking steps to prevent coronavirus, we must continue to remain vigilant at preventing cancer as well. The virus clearly demonstrates the power of prevention. What we do matters, and that is certainly true for cancer as well. Cancer takes the lives of 1,600 people in the United States every day. More than 1.8 million people will be diagnosed with these diseases in the year 2020. And let's remember that these aren't just numbers. These numbers represent real people whose lives are dramatically changed or taken too soon by these terrible diseases. That's why this organization's continued leadership in prevention and early detection through outreach, education, advocacy, and research remains so essential. It is so important that we educate ourselves about the latest science and innovation and share this life-saving information with our families, friends, neighbors, and colleagues. Today, we will be inspired to do just that as we hear from our 4 honorees who have so effectively used their platforms to bring about change. Now, it's time to start the awards. Our first category recognizes Congressional Families Leadership. This award honors a congressional spouse or family member who makes a noted contribution in the field of cancer awareness. The nominee's work should illustrate the use of his or her platform to engage attention to educate the public about cancer and the importance of early detection and prevention. This year's honoree is Terry Loebsack of Iowa. A 3-time skin cancer survivor, Terry has used her skills from 35 years in the classroom to educate others about skin cancer awareness. She has been active with Congressional Families since her husband Dave was elected back in 2007 and has been a longtime member of the Congressional Families Advisory Committee. In addition to her work with that program, Terry and the congressman have supported foundation events in Washington and Iowa, including at the Prevent Cancer Foundation and John Stoddard Cancer Center Health Awareness and a cancer screening booth at the Iowa State Fair. Now, it's time to hear from Senate spouse Gail Wicker of Mississippi as she congratulates Terry. And then, of course, we will hear from our honoree herself.
Terry, I'm so pleased to have the chance to congratulate you on your award that recognizes your many years of service to the Congressional Families Program. I know you are a melanoma survivor, and for you, this is very personal. You have done so much to educate the people in Iowa and beyond, using your own experience to inspire healthy behaviors. This mission is close to my heart, too. In Mississippi, I have been working to raise awareness, especially to young people, about the dangers of tanning beds. It is important that we continue to work across the aisle and around the country to fight this formidable foe. So I want to thank you for using your time as a congressional spouse to make such a difference in this fight and in the lives of others.
Hello everyone. I want to begin by thanking the Prevent Cancer Foundation and the Congressional Families Program for the Congressional Leadership Award. I want you to know, as a melanoma survivor, I know the importance of early detection. In my case, I noticed a mole that changed color very drastically. I called my dermatologist, she saw me, I had surgery the following day. It was in fact a melanoma, but it was non-invasive. I was lucky. Early detection saved my life. That's why I got involved with the Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program when Dave entered Congress in 2007. I knew as an elementary teacher I had good communication skills. Cancer prevention and early detection are very important to me. The program provides educational seminars and webcasts so I could explain what I knew was important. The great thing about this program is its portability, since like many congressional spouses, I spend time in both our home state and in Washington, D.C., so I could participate whether I was in Iowa or D.C. And Dave participated too. He went to many, many events with me because we both know the importance of early detection and screenings. So I'm honored to accept this award. I am grateful to the Congressional Families Program for providing this opportunity. It's a great way to work across the aisle, meet other spouses, and make a difference in your home state to help fight cancer. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Terry, and thank you for everything you've done during your time in Congress. We know that you and Dave are retiring this year, and we wish you every happiness. Our next award, Distinguished Service in Journalism, honors an author, journalist, or network that has made a significant contribution through their work to educate about the need for cancer prevention, advances in cancer research, and through recognition of current affairs in the realm of the cancer community and the public at large. Craig Melvin is a news anchor on the Today Show. co-host of the third hour of Today and an anchor on MSNBC Live. I think you'll recognize him. When his brother was diagnosed with colorectal cancer in 2016 at the age of 39, Craig dug in, coupling his skills as a journalist with his family story to raise awareness of the disease and, at the same time, inspire action. Craig has continued to highlight stories on colorectal cancer, the inordinate impact on Black Americans, and the disturbing trend of young adults being diagnosed with this disease. In March, Craig interviewed 31-year-old patient advocate Patrick Beauregard and his doctor, Dr. Kimmy Ng of Dana-Farber, who is a leading expert studying this trend. Now it's time to hear from Craig and Dr. Ng.
Craig, congratulations on being recognized with the Distinguished Service in Journalism Award. For years now, you have had a national platform that millions of people listen to and trust. And you have chosen to use that awesome responsibility to raise awareness of colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death, but it's a disease that most people are not comfortable talking about. But you are helping to break that stigma by sharing the inspiring story of your brother and bringing more attention to the rise of young-onset colorectal cancer. In doing so, you have educated young people about the symptoms of colorectal cancer and encouraged them to get screened. This has saved countless lives. I cannot think of anyone more deserving of this award. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I want to start by thanking Prevent Cancer's Congressional Families Program for this honor. Thank you. I appreciate the work that you do to educate the public about ways to prevent cancer, ways to detect it early. Each of us is using our respective platforms to fight this formidable foe, and we have to keep it up because it's going to take every single one of us to beat cancer. I want to congratulate my fellow honorees, Ken Jeong, Terry Lobsack, and Games Done Quick for using their unique platforms and talents to raise awareness and reach new audiences. As a journalist, when my brother was first diagnosed with advanced colorectal cancer, I started asking questions. At first, the questions were personal and related to our family. How does this happen to a 39-year-old who was fit, didn't drink, didn't smoke, lived a healthy lifestyle? What were we missing? Turns out there's a fairly extensive family history of this disease that no one ever talked about. And I discovered this is actually true in a lot of families. People don't like talking about colons and rectums and blood and stools. These are not conversations we like to have, but they are vitally important. The conversations save lives. So today, I encourage you to talk to your family members, even if it's uncomfortable, and then talk to your doctors and push your family, your friends, your colleagues to have these uncomfortable conversations as well. In my case, questions about my family led to even more questions about colorectal cancer, the third most common cancer in the United States, and one that disproportionately affects Black men. My brother is also part of an alarming trend of adults under 50 being diagnosed with colorectal cancer. Why is this happening? These questions led me to experts like Dr. Kimmy Ng. She and others are engaged in deep research to try and figure this out. Part of the challenge with young onset colorectal cancer is that the symptoms mirror other conditions, and doctors aren't thinking cancer when they're presented in a healthy 20 or 30-year-old. So it's important to pay attention to your body and your symptoms. Be your own best advocate in the healthcare system. When something seems off, talk about it. Keep asking questions. Work with your doctor to figure it out. I want to close by applauding the Prevent Cancer Foundation's Back on the Books campaign, encouraging each of us to stay on top of our recommended cancer screenings. The coronavirus kept a lot of us from our routine appointments, but it's time to get those appointments rescheduled because we have to stay vigilant and take steps to prevent both coronavirus and cancer. Thank you again for this honor, and let's all keep doing our part to stay healthy and protect others.
Congratulations, Craig, and keep shining a light to encourage family conversations about colorectal and other preventable cancers. The next award is Excellence in Cancer Awareness, presented to an individual or organization that has made an impact on cancer prevention and early detection through a special campaign or event, influences public policy, improves access to screening and treatment, and encourages healthy lifestyle choices. Ken Jeong is a well-known actor, producer, comedian, and writer. But what you may not know is that he is also a licensed physician, as is his wife Tran. And Tran was diagnosed with breast cancer just as Ken was offered his career-turning role in the movie The Hangover. He was conflicted about taking it, but Tran encouraged him to accept the part. Ken ad-libbed private jokes throughout the movie to make Tran laugh during treatment. And when she was declared cancer-free, Ken used his platform to bring awareness of early detection and screening for breast cancer. Let's learn a little bit more about Ken and Tran, and then hear from Good Morning America's Amy Robach, a past honoree and breast cancer survivor who, along with her husband Andrew Shue, interviewed Ken and Tran about the impact of cancer on families.
Ken, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations for receiving the Excellence in Cancer Awareness Award. The way you use your platform and your comedy to bring more attention to breast cancer and the importance of early detection is truly inspiring. I know I spoke with you and Tran several years ago for Good Morning America about her battle with breast cancer, and your support for one another is a model of strength and optimism for all the other families going through this. Congratulations, Ken.
Hi, I'm Ken Jeong. I'd like to thank everyone at the Congressional Family Prevention Cancer Program in awarding me with this Excellence in Cancer Awareness. I'm truly honored. Thank you so much. And on behalf of my wife, who is a breast cancer survivor going on 12 years cancer-free, I understand the importance of taking care of your loved ones with cancer, affected by cancer, or if you are affected by cancer during these unprecedented times of COVID-19. Now more than ever, it's important to keep our loved ones safe, especially those who are immunocompromised from chemotherapy, and you want to help keep them safe to prevent them from being susceptible to infection. And I honestly accept this award on behalf of all Americans who are affected with cancer during this very difficult time. Please take care of one another, love each other, be safe, and as the title of my show suggests, please wear a mask. Thank you, and I love you.
Congratulations, Ken, and thank you for making us all laugh, which, as we know, is sometimes the most powerful medicine. Our final award is the Special Recognition Award, a rarely given award to an individual or group helping to prevent cancer through work, example, or inspiration. Games Done Quick, also known as GDQ, brings together avid speedrunners for a series of charity video game marathons. The games began 10 years ago on founder Mike Uyama's mom's basement. As the popularity of the games grew, so did the donations. The first event raised about $11,000 and has since grown to 2 annual events, each raising millions of dollars for organizations including the Prevent Cancer Foundation, Doctors Without Borders, as well as COVID-19 relief. Thousands of gamers traveled to the event, with hundreds of thousands more watching the 24-hour live stream from all over the world. So in addition to raising vital funds, GDQ is raising awareness about the missions they support, including preventing cancer. Let's turn now to hear a bit more about Games Done Quick and hear from its founder, Mike Uyama.
Hello everyone. On the behalf of Games Done Quick, I want to thank the Prevent Cancer Foundation and the Congressional Families Program for this special recognition award. When Games Done Quick started 10 years ago in my mother's basement, my goal was to raise $5,000 for charity, which was considered very ambitious for the time, and many people doubted we could hit that goal. Yet, we raised over $10,000 for charity, and I had no idea how big Games Done Quick would become since. Since then, we've held over 25 events and raised over $28 million for charities such as the Prevent Cancer Foundation and Doctors Without Borders, and we've raised money for emergency causes such as this COVID-19 pandemic. If you asked me after our first event, Classic Games Done Quick, how much our events would grow, I would be like, are you kidding me? After all, Classic Games Done Quick, as I said, was held in my mother's basement. So video games might be considered a poor use of time by a lot of people, but I think our events have proven otherwise. It allows us to do something we enjoy, meet and interact with other people, and raise money for worthy causes. It's also allowed us to bring more awareness of cancer prevention and early detection to an audience who we might not otherwise reach, especially younger people and an international audience. As the phrase goes, greetings from Germany. And speaking of the international audience, the funds we have raised have helped not only the U.S., but also helped fund research and cancer prevention worldwide. Thank you to all those who have participated in Games Done Quick events, whether it's in person or online, and thank you to the organizations we've partnered with that have made sure that these donations go toward worthy causes. I am honored to accept this award and grateful to the Congressional Families Program for this special recognition award. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
What an inspiring program. It has been my pleasure to be with you today, and I hope we can be back together next year in person. I'll now turn the program back over to a good friend of mine, Lisa McGovern, for a few important closing remarks.
Thank you, Paula, and thank you to all of our amazing honorees and participants who made today so wonderful. Now, I'd like to close with one last thought. During these challenging times, it is so important that we continue to remain vigilant to prevent cancer. Many people put off their routine cancer screenings due to COVID-19, but the hard truth is that people are more likely to die from cancer that has progressed as they sit at home to prevent COVID-19 than they are to die from the virus itself. So we have launched a messaging campaign to encourage people to get those appointments back on the books. Please visit our website to learn more about this important campaign. And congressional spouses, please continue to use your platforms to share this life-saving information. Watch your email for ways to participate as we head into October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. With that, we conclude our 2020 awards program and extend our heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for joining us today. Goodbye and stay healthy.
Today's program is dedicated to Patrick Beauregard, who we lost to colorectal cancer on September 6th at age 32. Patrick was diagnosed with colon cancer in 2017, a month after he married his college sweetheart, Amanda. In addition to waging a courageous war against stage 4 cancer, Patrick spent the next 3 years working with us at the Prevent Cancer Foundation, as well as Dana-Farber and others. Patrick dedicated himself to raising awareness about the alarming rise in colorectal cancer in young people, highlighting some of the early warning symptoms and helping to raise funds to help us better understand why this is happening in the hope of preventing it from attacking others. Patrick and Amanda were with us on Capitol Hill for last year's luncheon. In July, they welcomed their beautiful son, Noah. Today, we honor their love, strength, and dedication to preventing cancer by continuing their fight.